Coming up on Great Hearts, Great Stories.
You have to climb through like a
spider web, but once one person goes through, everything, no one
like you have to help
through that
them
again.
Coming up on Great Hearts, Great Stories.
You have to climb through like
a spider web, but once one person goes through a thing, no one
like you have to help
through that
them
again.
Yes.
Freshmen at Arete Prep kick off their high school journey with Charger Camp, building friendships and a growth mindset.
Then, we're heading to Baton Rouge, where State Representative Emily Chenevert visited Great Hearts Harveston during Freedom Week to talk with students about the Constitution.
They asked some of the greatest questions. Some of their questions were even more intense than some of the committee meetings that I have at the Capitol.
And finally, it's a day of love and laughter as young Hearts Preschools celebrate National Grandparents' Day with handmade keepsakes and special family moments. That's all coming up on Great Hearts, Great Stories.
Welcome to Great Hearts, Great Stories. I'm Oliver and Vanessa, a senior here at Anthem Prep.
And I'm Vanessa Hughes, also a senior here. We're kicking off this episode by heading up north for Glendale Prep's annual high school retreat.
Now in its 7th year, this tradition gives students the chance to grow as leaders outside the classroom.
My name is Rachel Jansen. I'm serving Glendale Prep this year as interim headmaster. And this is our 7th year rolling into this tradition of high school retreat at Lost Canyon. And it is an opportunity for our students to strengthening current relationships and building new relationships outside of academics. Our seniors were here 24 hours earlier than rest of the school.
I thought it was just a wonderful experience to get here beforehand because we got that intimate connection with our senior class so we could get our boundaries set for what leadership truly looks like so we can best prepare our future students to become seniors as well.
And they went through leadership seminars, leadership trainings.
We had a lot of leadership meetings on what it looks like to be a leader for the conversations that we're going to have with our groups, like during seminar, and just like when we pass each other here at like all the games and everything.
Last night we had 2 hours of karaoke where all students came together.
My favorite part was probably karaoke, just the energy in the building, and I also got to participate with all my other friends, so that made it wonderful, I would say.
It actually ended with one of our seniors who brought his guitar out and led the entire school in a song called Riptide. Everybody sang together. It was such a great closure to the evening together. Right now they have free time rotation, so set activities that they can be doing. Mr. Fuller is leading an art station where students can do some painting. One of our teachers is leading them on a full hike that they could opt into. We've got the zip line behind me, so they hike up and then they zip line down. Earlier today, they were able to go off of the pond raft. We've got the pool and the slides open. We've got a giant swing students are risking everything on. Tonight they'll get together with a campfire. Everybody will be telling stories, singing songs. We'll sing the Minstrel Boy and wrap the evening up together as a full school, unified in building leadership and strengthening friendships.
Yeah, like everyone last year was like didn't know each other as well as this year, and so we're all like on a special level, just like bonding this year.
Yeah, I feel like we just put our differences aside here and like we just grow together as a class. And like I've talked to people I don't normally talk to like on the everyday basis at school, like maybe people I don't sit with at lunch or anything, but we just form those relationships here, and it's just like such a cool bonding experience.
I just love walking around in the nice weather. I think it's just a good break from like the heat back home. I mean, there's just so many trees where like you don't see that where we live, so I just think it's like a really nice scenic view, and it just makes you appreciate everything a lot more.
Definitely just walking around and looking at nature, because we don't have this in like Glendale, Arizona, where our school is located. You're allowed to like embrace the nature that we don't see from where we are normally.
Our youngest scholars got to invite their nanas and papas into the classroom to celebrate National Grandparents' Day at our young Hearts Preschools.
Together, they got to make handprint art, special cards, and friendship bracelets.
We are having National Grandparents' Day today.
We're having our grandparents come in today just to show our appreciation and love for them. They take care of our families, our parents, so we just want to give back to them and give them a nice evening to just have fun with us.
It's a lot of fun. I will say I've got to know most of the grandparents throughout the year. Last year when I had some of the students, making the connection with them is as important as making the connection with the parents. Today we have the same activities in all the rooms, so we're doing friendship bracelets, making a card with the parents.
We will have little papers out and our grandparents are going to put their handprints on an ink pad, press it onto the paper alongside with their child, so they have a nice little memorabilia that they can share together.
The bracelets, we have some fun little beads, heart-shaped. We have letters also, so they can spell out their names or spell out the grandparents' names.
Dr. Mary Frances Jeffries, longtime headmaster at Arete Veritas, has come out of retirement to serve as interim headmaster at Arete Prep.
With years of experience leading students and teachers, she brings a steady hand, a servant's heart, and a fresh perspective to the prep school's environment.
I joined Arete Veritas in 2015 as the headmaster. I had moved from Colorado, and that was my first experience at Great Hearts School, was stepping into headmaster. But I'd always heard wonderful things about the network, so I'd been in education all my life, but just felt that when that opportunity was brought forward to me, I just had to grab it. So I was with Arete Veritas from 2015 to 2023, and then just readied myself for retirement, which was great. You know, you always hear they say that you really can't leave Great Hearts. Somehow they just pull you back in. Mackie Saw called and said we have this unique opportunity for covering a school while the headmaster's on maternity leave, and would you be open to considering stepping in as an interim headmaster? I just felt called to do it. I mean, Great Hearts is just such an amazing network. I had heard terrific things about the Arete community, and I hadn't been at a prep school before, so I thought it would just be a unique opportunity. And if there's any way I could give back to a network that's just been so good to me, you know, I'm happy to do it. It's funny what comes back to you. And it does feel good to be able, again, to contribute, kind of use that part of your brain that's been in a hiatus for a while. I've taught K through 6, and I've taught on the, the graduate level, never high school, never. And so I was a little nervous if I could do that. But the concept of being able to step in so that you can help carry the load off of the established leadership team is a good one. I'm also asking a lot of questions, not knowing some of the things about prep school. For instance, dual enrollment or credit recovery, just different programs that just Archway has no oversight in, and so they're patient with my questions and they know I'm just seeking to better understand so I can better support. And Mac even said that. He said that you've got well-established people there. But yeah, if I didn't have them, I think I'd be more just a deer in the headlights and not quite sure where to step in and insert myself.
During Freedom Week at Great Hearts Harveston in Baton Rouge, State Representative Emily Chenevert paid a special visit to the Academy, where she witnessed the depth of learning that defines a Great Hearts education.
I was honored to hear that Representative Chenevert was going to be visiting Great Hearts Harveston campus during Freedom Week.
It's truly an honor to be here at Great Hearts, and one reason I wanted to come is that this is in the great district that I get to serve, and so I wanted to be here and see all the great things that I had been hearing about Great Hearts. And I do think it's incredibly important in a week like this for young people to understand the foundations of our country as it pertains to the framework of the Constitution.
One of the things that I noticed in her presentation to the 6th graders was that she helped make the United States Constitution come alive to them.
But I will tell you this, is that I really love the Constitution. I love this country, and I read the Declaration of Independence probably every 4th of July. My husband's like, how many times are we going to do this? I said, all the time. Because I believe that we have to understand where we are in this country. We need to understand our founding fathers. What was the intent? What were they thinking What was their goal? What were they doing when they were writing these documents? So in talking to the students today, number one, I always want to try to make it feel like it's can be fun or just engaging to talk about the Constitution, because the young people, they think it's an old document. What is so exciting about this? But I think if people like myself who serve in government, who want to serve people, can come into environments like this, I think it helps them realize that government is way closer than what they think and that we actually care about the people.
She asked a lot of good questions, she answered a lot of good questions, and really put the spotlight where it needs to be this week, which is on the Constitution and on the beautiful government that the framers and the founders created so that we could have the freedoms that we enjoy today. We were able to give Representative Chenevert a tour of our entire campus, but we were able to highlight two particular classes that she got to visit. One was a 6th grade literature and composition class, where she saw students beginning to engage in a very Socratic way with a key text here in our Great Hearts curriculum, the novel Shane. She got to see all students engaged in discussion and to really begin to read literature as literature. We were also able to show her a 4th grade math class, a Singapore math class, and to see the student engagement there, the interaction.
One thing I noticed is that they were so attentive. The 6th graders were so quiet. They asked some of the greatest questions. Some of their questions were even more intense than some of the committee meetings that I have at the Capitol. I never mentioned this, but even prior to knowing that Great Hearts was opening, I went to the website and I looked at the book list. And I will just tell you, as a legislator and also as a mom of kids, to have an environment where so many of the books I think are forgotten, they're not forgotten here. That is something that I was very impressed with. And so I kind of had a little, I guess you would say, bit of a precursor of what I was looking for when I got here. And I did see a lot of that, from the paintings on the wall to book lists to the engagement in the classroom. So for me, it was exactly kind of what I had been hearing about when I got here today.
Our students are going to be more and more exposed to these old documents as they go through our Great Hearts curriculum. And so for 6th graders, right, they know now that the Constitution is extremely important. They have had a personal interaction with a state representative. I really hope that they're looking forward to diving into those types of documents, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, in the coming years, especially in 9th grade when they go through it more thoroughly in our Humane Letters class.
I believe we are in the greatest country on the planet. We all have our issues and concerns, but I believe heavily in what has happened in this country. It stems from our founding fathers and the Constitution.
Now let's head inside Arete Prep's annual Freshman Charger Camp. Camp counselors led breakouts, campfires, and conversations that help set the tone for the class of 2029.
Freshman camp is one of the best things we do at Arete Prep. I think of it as a growth mindset kind of camp. We are getting these kids away from home, out of their comfort zone, in a beautiful environment and in a place where they can truly connect and develop hopefully some deep relationships with their freshman class. So it's really an opportunity for them to connect and grow individually and collectively.
Students go through different modules. They will go on the Tillman Challenge waterfall hike, where they will learn a little bit about how he inspired his team back in 1996 here at this very place. They also spend time with the counselors. Counselors have a module that prepares and equips them for high school life. There's a low ropes course where students do that traditional team building where they climb over walls and work together through obstacles.
We did the obstacle course, and that was really fun. And we learned all about teamwork. You have to climb through like a spider web, but once one person goes through a thing, no one else can go through that again.
Yes.
Yay! It was mostly stressful, so we were all just kind of quiet.
Yeah. Charger ball is a multi-sport game. It has elements of basketball, handball, ultimate frisbee, soccer, and more. So it's a game that athletes and non-athletes alike can be successful in. So there's a lot of decision-making, growth mindset in the way that everybody's making mistakes, but you can quickly move on to the next play, next opportunity to succeed. And it's just a game with just a lot of fun, a lot of action, a lot of scoring. And everybody leaves here usually loving Charger ball.
This year we have 15 camp counselors who are really are the heart of the camp. Each group has 3 counselors dedicated to them. They're excited to be here. They're excited about getting to know the freshmen. And I would just say each year, they're the ones that truly make it special.
As a counselor now, I just feel an overwhelming sense of excitement, I think. I'm really excited to get to know the kids. We talked a lot about vulnerability in one of our breakout seminars. Really enlightening to see the kids connect with each other on a deeper level and talk about things that maybe they're hesitant to talk about or that they just haven't had the chance to get to know each other on that level yet. I think my favorite part has been the campfires. The campfire is a good culmination of everything that we're trying to get the kids to experience at camp. We get them to be silly, we get to sing songs with them, we get to share stories. A lot of counselors share some speeches and kind of just let their worries go and just be.
At school on our campus, they develop a comfort and they develop a routine. And getting out here is just different. It's a different environment. Each module kind of has its own level of growth or strategy in that way. I think that mix really helps them to approach other people and be inclusive and get to know their classmates, people that hopefully they'll spend the next 4 years with.
Thanks for joining us for October's episode of Great Hearts, Great Stories.
We'll leave you with the video from the students' perspective of their high school retreat. And
Go Eagles!
You've been waiting for a sign, something clear to bring the meaning back to life.
Have you been to the high school retreat before?
No, sir.
Okay, you going this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yes! Yes. Why would you not go?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you going to the high school retreat this year?
No.
Okay. What do you hope to gain from it this year?
Unity and friendship.
I hope to be able to connect with my students, but also get to know students that I have not had in class yet.
Grow closer as a high school and as a school.
What do you hope to gain from it this year?
A better bond with my friends, maybe more friends.
Getting closer friendships with my friends.
Cabin time.
Yeah, cabin time.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get closer to everyone in the class, which will be fun.
Yeah, just to bond with friends. It's a great experience because it kind of pushes everybody together.
Build strong bonds and lasting relationships.
What have you heard from other people about it?
I have heard about the zip line that like goes over some sort of water.
What are your expectations this year?
There's karaoke night. It's fun.
I have no idea what to expect. Probably just make more memories with friends. It's like one of those things that will stay with you for like a lifetime.
More memories.
Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens, there stood a log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good.
I have a lot of favorite memories. I think one of them might have been watching Mr. Kratz go up the rock wall.
What was your favorite memory?
The swing.
Definitely the zip line.
Probably the zip line.
All of us sitting out on the field and playing games.
Was it fun? Yes.
Yeah, kind of.
It was. I didn't even scream for real.
This might be the highlight of the year, guys. This is super fun.
It was my first time on the zip line, and I rate it a 10 out of 10. Will you come back next year? Yeah!
What are your expectations?
Food, spaghetti.
What do you guys hope to gain from going?
Spaghetti.
Lots of spaghetti.
Tears? Oh, excuse me. No, that was the rain.
Are you having fun?
I'm just hoping no one dies, to be completely honest. Nationalistically GP? Like, what does that even mean?
Was that so fun?
No, I came down the wrong way and it hurt so bad.
Be the bread and the knife, and not to mention the crystal goblet, and somehow the wine.
Now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Dang, 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 ding, dong, ding, blue. Bomb, 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 dang, 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 ding, dong, ding, blue. Bomb, 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 dang, 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 ding, dong, ding, blue moon.